Welcome in NFL Week 6, and we are back. Ryan Ribeiro, Bryson Stricker, how are we doing, brother?
Well, I've definitely been better, Ryan. I've definitely been better. Jayhawks ruined
What
my life
happened?
last night. Jayhawks ruined my life. It is what it is. That's ball. You know what's interesting, Ryan? That I'm not one to brag about things, so like I won't go too deep into this. But there's a big difference between you and I, as I'm sure you know about some things. I
For
was
sure.
in Dallas, Texas this morning at 6:30 Central Standard Time. I am now in my office doing this live show at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. That's I'm
Back in.
committed to this brand. I am committed to this show, and we are gonna fucking win.
Yeah, I love that. You probably shouldn't curse, but I love that, Bryson. I love that, man. We got some people in the chat here I want to give some love to. Dr. Ron Johnson says, let's go. Wright Braden says, go Chiefs. Wright Braden also dropped the KU mascot celebrating. That feels more like a troll than anything else. G. Smith, I don't know if he's at the golf course this morning. I don't know where G. Smith is located, but the Northeast, dealing with a lot of rain today, says, how's it going? Let's cook today. We need a W. With that being said, y'all know who I'm dropping. Trey McBrizzy scoring today. As much Brissett targets tight ends, he's definitely scoring today. And then one last one before we get started. 831 Mike says, hot take, Miami takes the W against the Chargers today. Only 4.5-point underdogs. One more, A. Cortez 1090. McMillionaire might actually get in today. Tet McMillan, I believe, that's got to be who he's talking about. So, yeah, G. Smith, death taxes, dropping Trey McBride to score a touchdown. Let's take a look at who everyone else is betting over on DraftKings to score a touchdown today in NFL Week 6. The most popular touchdown scores of the day. Bryson, do you have a guess at who's number one? Do you know? I don't know. So this is going to be a surprise.
I'm trying to think who's like the big favorite.
Keep your head down. Don't
look. Jonathan Taylor. It's got to be Jonathan Taylor.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Come on.
There we go. Jonathan Taylor at the top of the board against the Arizona Cardinals today at minus 285. The fact that he's the most bet at minus 285, I'm looking at DraftKings right now. It says he's minus 320 now. So that's just a topic for another day. But my Lord. Josh Jacobs coming in second. Ashton Genty, George Pickens against the Carolina Panthers. Javonte Williams, his running back, minus 190. Wow, minus 190 for Javonte Williams. Kyron Williams, Jahmyr Gibbs, Devon Achane, Puka Nacua, and Emeka Egbuka. I believe Emeka Egbuka is making his debut on this list for the first time this season. A lot of big names on here, per usual. Not a lot of surprises. I will say I'm surprised one name is not on here. We'll get to that in a second. Good transition to get over to DraftKings, and let's start building this thing together. As some more people jump in here in the chat, and we'll get cooking. Bryson, listen, I'm as much of a G. Smith guy as they come. Like you cannot be more of a G. Smith guy than what you and I are. Are we taking a touchdown score from this game, though? I just feel like there's a realistic. This isn't going to resemble football.
There's a realistic chance the Cardinals never sniff the end zone. You know what I mean?
No, I think that's like I would be more open to taking Cardinals no touchdown than I would a Cardinal to score a touchdown. Like the team to not score.
Yeah, it's a good take. It's a good take. Easy pass.
Yeah, I think this game is a fat no-go for me. With all due respect to G. Smith, who again I hope is on the golf course enjoying his Sunday. If he's not, it's due to weather. G. Smith though is making up for it. I just saw it pop up on the screen. Maybe I saw what I wanted to see, but I think I did see it. He said Rico Dowdle,
yes,
touchdown,
yes,
all in on that. That was the one I was shocked to not see on the list. Maybe it's just the rest of the country's not in as much on Cowboys lore, but like Rico Dowdle,
like he plays for the
coming
Panthers.
off.
That's why.
I mean that he ran for 200 yards last week, though. Bro.
Yeah, but it's the Panthers.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I don't know how right you are. You know what I mean?
I feel like if he was on like 26 of the other 32 teams, he would be a top 5 most bet for this week. But it's like he's on the pan. Like I wouldn't be shocked if like a lot of people don't even realize how well he played last week. Like they're playing against the Dolphins too. Like nobody watched that.
I understand what you're saying, but I also fantasy football exists too. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people have
Yeah, no,
Chuba Hubbard.
I agree, but it's like I just don't. I think that the other names are getting picked first, and I
Yeah,
mean the evidence supports me, bro.
that it's a good take. That is true. I can't argue. I can argue that maybe he might be 11th, but we'll never know the answer to that.
Good
Um,
take.
so I think the other thing, real quick here before we move on, the other thing that benefits us with Rico Dowdle, that man catches the football. He's gonna be in on almost every single down while Chuba Hubbard is out in this game. So that helps. And as you well know, Bryson, this Cowboys defense loves giving up points.
And
It's
it's
one of
also
their specialties.
stinky.
Stinky. Okay. Rams, Ravens. This like kind of also feels like a pass for me unless you have like a really strong take here. I have no interest in getting involved in a Ravens offense here. And the Rams, I don't
The
know.
Ravens D is stinky.
It is, but like I mean, is there anything that speaks to you here? Maybe Devontae? I mean, Devontae gets targeted
Puka.
in the end zone a lot.
Puka.
Yeah.
Kua. Bro, dude, the Ravens defense is stinky. And Puka
I
Nakua
know.
gets
I
targeted.
just fear he's going to get tripled.
I mean, he might still be open in triple cut. That Ravens defense is stinky, Ryan.
Yeah. I have a chat here from Sav Fairplay 1. Massive Blake Corum spot.
That's insane. Didn't he
I mean, they could realistically go up by 30 though.
He lost in their last game, didn't he?
He lost a fumble, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's not good. I don't
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's a pass.
Not
Puka's scoring, bro. I think you should throw it in. I think this week we just gotta put 4 guys in there who are scoring. You know what I mean? Like that's
I thought that's what we've been trying to do.
Just the simple one. Just 4 guys who are gonna score. That's all we have to do.
Okay. Another game where I look at this and I say no touchdown score. Yeah, Browns Steelers. That's a no go for me. Sad Fairplay 1 is also saying Kyron fumbled. Kyron, yes, Kyron fumbled at the 1, but Blake Corum also fumbled, I believe, on his first or second carry.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like
that's why Puka.
Like Kyron Williams. Yes, fair. But also Kyron Williams in that instance is like, I'm not saying anyone's allowed to fumble, but out of the two, Kyron Williams is allowed to fumble.
Yeah, agreed.
Okay, this is where things get interesting.
Either. What is this?
You think so?
Well, I just don't know who's going to score. I'm losing faith. I thought we were going to be able to find 4 guys, and now it's getting scary.
I'm like 98% certain that Christian Gonzalez is not playing in this game. And if that is the case, brother.
We can't take Chris Olave, bro.
Why?
Because that brother is one Spencer Rattler hospital ball away from being out of the game. And if it doesn't happen in the first half, we won't get early exit.
Can I say something? Also, he's testing it out pregame, so it's still TBD. Testing out his hamstring. I think the Saints are going to win this game today. I think like they're going to have to it's going to be via the touchdown. Like they're going to have to score in bunches.
Holy smokies. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess, man.
It doesn't have to be. We we have the chat here for a reason. I'm always willing to listen. Rob Dog jumped in here, by the way, and is defending your Puka take. Said Puka's guaranteed Ravens defense can't cover a cold.
I think we got to come back to this. This game makes you sick to my stomach, bro. And it's not the mezcal.
Yeah, I was about to say you look like you were about to.
No,
you're about to do something on camera.
I look at this dude. There's a chance that all these guys score, and at the same time, none of these guys score. And as long as we're on the same page about that, we can proceed forward. But it's like that game. Devin Neal!
Devin Neal!
Dude.
I'm done betting on the Jayhawks, brother.
Dude, could you imagine if we threw Devin Neal in this? Holy hell. Holy smokes.
Yeah. No, we're not doing that, though.
I love that kid, man.
Okay. By the way, do you remember when we said a few weeks back that there's going to be a time where we look back and laugh that we got Lad McConkey at 2-1, and here we are, Lad McConkey plus 130. We will never see that price again.
I mean, we should
Never.
throw Latin. He's scoring.
You think he is?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't like the whole. I can't figure out their backfield. So the Vidal and Haskins thing to me is like, I'm gonna throw my hands up. I don't understand it. Yeah, I don't hate it. I mean, the Dolphins defense stinks.
I don't hate Herbo today too either. Like, just because I do think this can be a close game, and like close games, sometimes you get a little closey wosey. You might have to sneaky weaky.
Also, what's the trust factor on a new running back at the 1? You know what I mean? Like, if you get down to the 1, you know O'Marion can take that thing in. But you're now relying on 2 backs that you never, like, realistically, Jim Harbaugh probably never thought he was going to need to use in any serious capacity this year.
Yeah.
You're kind of.
I mean, I don't want to take Herbert in this, but I don't want to take Herbert in this, but I do think he's very live to score. We just got to get 4 guys in the score. Lad is scoring. We know that. We know he's scoring.
I guess it did just bump the opposite way though, as we were talking about it. So there's that.
Oh, they're just helping us win more money, man.
Okay, I'm just you're a spin doctor right now. That's unbelievable. That's the only time you ever feel that way.
I just need to win. I got to see one go through, brother.
I tend to agree. Rob Dog also dropped Tyler Warren in all caps. I feel like Rob Dog's been dropping Tyler Warren every week. I'll say this: Tyler Warren, he did score last week, and we did tell him no.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Travis Hunter.
You think Travis Hunter and not BTJ? BTJ has not scored since before Christ.
That's insane. They were playing football back then.
Yeah, dude. They were throwing rocks. They didn't even have pigskin.
Dude, the reason why I like Travis, did you see that catch he made on Monday, bro?
Yeah.
That brother gets up.
Yeah, that was gross.
That brother, like, it's like there comes a point where you got like force Travis one. You know, it's like Travis could score and you guys could lose, and I think your fans would be okay with it. You know what I mean?
I disagree. They're 4-1. They're at a point where they're playing serious football.
I know, but I'm saying like Travis Hunter, like scoring is like a sign of like really good things to come for the Jags.
Can I say something to you? And I mean this with all due respect.
You have my permission.
Sure. When he goes to tackle Zach Charbonnet, who's already 15 yards down the field today, and gets run over like a train, and is in the blue medical tent because he's playing defense and we need him more on offense, that's going to piss me off.
Can I give you 2 great takes in response?
Sure, as long as they're great.
If it happens in the first half, our friends at DraftKings have early exit. So we'd be covered. And secondly, Travis Hunter is invincible, bro. He gets hurt all the time, and he always goes back out there, bro.
Yeah. No, he did against Colorado State a few years ago. I remember that.
Well, yeah, they speared him.
Yeah, I'm just saying he's in the big boy league now. Like,
yeah, I mean, I'd be fine skipping this game. Like, I wouldn't lose sleep over us not.
So you're not in on BTJ?
BTJ's not in the like these guys are 100% scoring today category. That's where I'm at. Because I'll say this, I'm gonna keep something a buck. We're just gonna keep things a buck on the show today. BTJ's quarterback fell over on his ass with the game on the line the other day.
Yeah.
And I can't have this parlay on the line and watch like BTJ, little slant wide open and like Trevor Lawrence falls over. That will ruin.
But you realize that Travis Hunter and BTJ have the same quarterback.
I'm saying I want out of this game. I want out, Ryan. I want out.
All right, fine.
That's my point. I want out. And I don't want in next game. I don't want in that game either. No, get me out of here, bro. Get me out of here. Oh my God. Oh, finally a game I can digest.
Okay. Okay. All right, Packers Bengals. I don't know if the Joe Flacco stuff is going to do anything for this team. I'll be honest with you.
It's not. Tucker Kraft's going to score though. That's cool.
Yeah. This might be a game where I think the Packers BTA. after their last
Yeah.
two. Yeah.
I mean, Tucker Kraft, bro. It's on the move.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it. The only thing I'll say this, and I was going to suggest a Bengal, so hold your nose while I say this. I do think the Joe Flacco thing in general is not going to help out a ton with this football team. I think Chase Brown is going to get a little bit better. Dude, Chase Brown's a good football player, and he has been awful to start this year.
I would agree.
Nobody's blocking for him, though. And his quarterback was throwing the ball to the defense's chest 4 times a game. So it's kind of hard to run the ball when you're down 21 points 5 minutes into the football game.
I would agree. Do you think there's any chance Joe Flacco blocks for him or no?
No. But I do think there's a chance that Joe Flacco throws the football a little bit better and keeps them in a game a little bit longer. I said, I don't think he's winning them any games, but that's my take.
Yeah.
I don't hate Tucker Kraft. I mean, Tucker Kraft should have scored 2 touchdowns the last time he played a football game.
I agree.
None.
I agree.
Yeah.
We're aligned.
All right. Bucks, 49ers, McCaffrey, Rashad White, Egbuka. I don't think there's anyone in this game either, to be honest with you, dude.
I do think
what is going on today?
I do think McCaffrey will score probably. I don't know if I want to bet it. Oh, we got 4 legs 21-1. 4 legs 21-1. Who are we to complain about that?
I don't think so either. I kind of like these guys too.
That is 4 fellas that are getting it right. I told you we were keeping it simple today. There's 4 guys who are going to score. Nothing more, nothing less.
And then I don't really have any interest in doing this Lions Chiefs game as something that we put like our last leg in. To be honest,
can I give you a great take? We hit this parlay, we put it all on Chiefs money line and move on with our lives.
I like what we have. I really do.
I told you we were going to put 4 guys going to score. Yeah. None of the cheese stuff we do every week where we put some guy we've never heard of in there.
Well, last week we put 3 quarterbacks in there, and that was a mistake.
Didn't 2 of them score?
2 of them. Well, no, not the quarterbacks. Justin Fields didn't score. I'm still counting Taysom Hill as a quarterback.
Okay. That checks. Yeah. Justin Fields robbed job, unfortunately, though.
Yeah. I mean, like that. Yeah, I tend to agree. Okay, this is the anytime touchdown parlay for NFL Week 6. It is Rico Dowdle, revenge game against his old team, the Dallas Cowboys. Puka Nacua against the Baltimore Ravens. Lad McConkey in Miami, and Tucker Kraft to take us home in that mid-afternoon window against the Cincinnati Bengals. 4 legs, 21-1 over at DraftKings. If you like it, go over to DraftKings, tail it. Use the myriad of promos and boosts that they have today. If you don't like it, well, you can't fade it, but you can go over to DraftKings and build your own. Same thing. Promos, boosts. They got everything for you over there to bet touchdowns on this NFL Sunday. Go over and do that there. Okay, Bryson. It's that point of the show where we start talking about these football games and not dudes scoring touchdowns. Public betting warning. I do want you to put your head down, close your eyes, and tell me who is the picture and who is the number 1 team on the public betting warning. Go.
I mean, my initial thought is like there's correlation with the touchdown graphic. And my initial thought too is that like the Colts were already going to be popular because the Cardinals choked. So anyone who liked the Cardinals is pissed off at the Cardinals. But Kyler Murray being out, there's no way the Colts are number 1. And then in theory, it's got to be Danny Jones.
It's Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. -3 against the Panthers.
People are nuts, man.
People are nuts. Patriots are number 2 on that list, -3.5 against the New Orleans Saints. We'll talk about that game. Lions +2.5 underdogs visiting the Kansas City Chiefs over at Arrowhead. Rams -7 against the Baltimore Ravens without Lamar Jackson, and Bengals 2 touchdown underdogs against Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers. The Bengals are in shambles, man. They are in shambles. I feel like all of these like kind of make sense. Do they not?
Yeah, they make sense. They might all lose though, which is kind of nuts.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We will see. You did say that about the Jets and the Cowboys last week, and
it was a good loss.
Yeah, it's a great loss. Let's start out though with the game of the day. Um, in that Sunday night football spot on NBC, Chiefs Lions. Bry, is it Chiefs?
Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Mahomes, he signed my jersey. The Chiefs.
And you put it behind you.
Yeah, I know. It's Chiefs. There's no real, not difficult, nothing to overthink. It's just Chiefs.
We've been in this spot though before with the Chiefs and Lions 2 years ago, opening night for the NFL season. The Lions went into Arrowhead and kind of took care of business. There, I mean,
I'm not sure I would
I
say
think this
that's what
Lions.
happened. I'm not sure that's what I would say happened.
You're Kadarius Toney ruined the game.
Well, no, yeah, I mean, not it's just more than Tony. Like the Chiefs wide receivers dropped the ball over and over and over and over again in that game.
I mean, they did. The wide receiver room is not much better these days. You know, it doesn't have a walking
But
tip to the defense the way that Kadarius Toney was, but
the difference is
tell me.
back then Taylor Swift was not singing about Travis Kelce. Now she's singing about Travis Kelce.
Right.
That's all you need to know.
Do you think that gives him a confidence boost?
I think it's not a coincidence that he scored last week. Yeah, I'm a keep it simple guy.
Yeah, it's that simple. It says it right behind you.
Yeah.
Are you just real quick on this game though? Are you like the Lions are not for real? Are they for?
No,
are you like they're?
Lions good.
I think the Lions might want to once again be one of the best teams in the NFC, and I think people were like, "Oh, they lost both their coordinators, so they're cooked." I disagree.
Yeah, I would say that the Lions are a good football team. I would say.
But they're not going to win this game.
Yeah, I think the Chiefs is still really good. Like I really think like the Chiefs are just like not as good as they used to be, so they're like losing the close games now. You know, like you just flip a coin and sometimes it lands on heads, sometimes it lands on tails, and it's not landing on their side right now. But it might tonight.
Yeah, I don't hate the pick. It's not going to be one of my best bets, but I do think that the Chiefs ultimately probably win this game. It is tough. You know, I'm a big Dan Campbell guy. I just think that also like I don't know, and I said this to Chad week 1 when the Lions were playing in Green Bay. The Lions, and I don't know if there's a specific stat for it, and I'll bring it for the weeks to come. I don't know if there's a specific stat that points to this, but they just feel like a slower football team when they're playing on grass.
Yeah.
When they are indoors on turf, that team flies. They just feel like they have a little bit of extra juice. I don't know what the weather in Kansas City is like today, Bryson, so you can tell me. But
beautiful day. It's beautiful, like 60-degree day.
Yeah. I mean, that's great for them. It's good it's not raining because Jared Goff can't throw a wet football. But I do think that the Chiefs probably win this game.
Yeah, so, we're aligned.
I love that. I also just want to call out that I'm not currently able to see the chat, so I don't want anyone in the chat to think I'm ignoring them. I'm not able to see it on my end. I'm working on it. I've been working on it. So if you're in there, I'm not ignoring you. I promise. You're just gonna have to listen to us a little bit longer. Talk some ball.
Yeah.
Okay. My first best bet of the day is going to be I teased it earlier. But the New Orleans Saints plus 3.5. I said this last week when I took them to beat the Giants as my best bet. This team's not really playing awful football the way everyone thought they were going to. Yeah. Now, Alvin Kamara is a little banged up. That's going to stink. Patriots also coming off a massive win in Buffalo against the Bills. I think this is a really good spot to kind of reset where the Patriots actually are. I think we forget that the Bills tend to do this every single year where it's like they get off to a roaring start. They're one of those teams who's they do not mess around in the regular season. They're very good, but then they'll drop a game to the Pats. They'll drop a game to the Dolphins. They'll drop a game to the Jets. Not all in the same season, but one of those teams where it's like, holy hell, that team stinks. How did they win? And that was what the Patriots did the other night. I don't think the Patriots are a better football team than the Saints. I don't think they're significantly better than them. I like I said earlier, I do think that the Saints probably win this football game, but 3.5 I like that spot in New Orleans against the Saints team that got a little bit of a taste of what winning feels like last week.
Yeah, and I mean, we saw on Thursday that Giants team ain't a joke.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That, yeah, you're right. It's not, yeah, they went and beat the defending champs. So
Yeah. I want to clarify something. Are we calling Chiefs money line one of my best bets?
we are. It's your number one
Okay.
best bet.
Okay. Sounds good. That being said, my next best bet is not going to be clickable. Lad McConkey to catch a pass first drive. He's catching
Yeah, I mean,
the first drive.
he's catching why?
That brother's getting fed on the first drive. The Dolphins, if you had to guess how many receptions the wide receiver one of their opponent has on the first drive of the game, what would you guess? They played 5 games, I think.
On
Maybe 4.
average?
No, like just guess how many total wide receiver one.
Ooh. I'm going to
Total.
guess 19.
No, that is an insane amount, Ryan, with all due respect. It's like 4 a game. Or four a game on the first drive is insane. It's 13. That's insane.
Yeah, that is insane. So that's what? That's like a little over 2 on average.
Yeah. Lad's getting spray weight. And also, you just look at the Chargers I think like Chargers this game might be close, but it's like the Chargers are so good at like going up 7-0. They're like very good at that. And last week they did that, and then we never saw them really score again. But guess who got the ball? Lad
McConkey. Yeah, no, I'm with you on that. I will also say we don't ever usually do victory laps on this show unless we had a parlay, which again has been it's been since before Christ. Yes, AJ Brown to catch a pass on the first drive last week was free.
Yes. Free. Well, and also 2 receptions was also free.
Yeah, it's true. 2 receptions at minus 25,000. You are correct. Okay, my next best bet here. Seahawks money line. I think I clicked it twice. I did. Brutal loss last week against the Bucks, but this team is humming on offense. Like I'm not a Zach Sharp guy. I'll be honest with you. I'm more of a Kenneth Walker guy, and that guy knows how to run the football. They've got a running game that works. They've got a quarterback who's throwing the ball well. They've got Jackson Smith and Jigba might be entering the top 7 conversation in the NFL for wide receivers. I don't know why that just clicked off. I really, really like this Seahawks team. Do I have questions about their defense? For sure. But again, Jags coming off a massive home win against the Chiefs. I like the Seahawks.
The Jets are beating the Denver Broncos in National Football League right now.
A safety just happened?
Holding safety, yeah.
So it's 11-10?
Yes, that's exactly what the score is. And the British folk are bumping. They love the Jets.
Yeah. So they're about to realize what Jets football really is. I've never been more certain a team is going to lose a football game than right now.
I agree with your things on the Seahawks, by the way. I will say it really sucked that I would have won like 15 grand the Seahawks won last week. And then I saw that we threw a pick off our offensive lineman's helmet. That sucked. But yeah, I agree with you on that. Would you like my next best bet, Ryan?
I would love it.
Brandon Aubrey. 2, 3, 4, brother. You know the deal. 2, 3, 4.
Do you want me to go up to 4, or do you want me to just click 2?
Throw a 3-er in there. Throw a 3-er in there.
I'll do it. Only because you asked. I mean, 3 might be the line.
Well, a 2 is like juicy moosied.
What's your read on this game?
I think this is like a classic, like the exact same handicap I had last time with Aubrey against the Giants. It's like the line's so weird. It's like I don't know who's gonna win this game. I don't want to be involved in any of that, but it's like the Cowboys are in some capacity gonna keep like getting stopped. And you know what happens when they get stopped? They bring out the fucking menace with a 65-yard rocket attached to his right leg. And he just nails that shit every time.
That guy's nuts, man. Yeah, I I tend to agree. I do think that the Cowboys have a weird football game today. But here's the thing though, Bryson, is like I really think the Cowboys can put themselves in a situation where it's like we're looking at this game in the fourth quarter and the score is like 38-35. You know, like I don't know if the Dallas Cowboys this year are the team where it's like the final score is capable of being like 17-14.
Well, yeah, I don't disagree, but do you know what happened last time you guys scored 5 bajillion? Well, not last time, second to last time. Aubrey had
I
four
mean, we
field.
score 5 bajillion points every week.
Aubrey had 4 field goals in the Giants game, though.
I
I
I
need
know
that
that.
run it back, and like the Panthers' defense isn't that good, so it's like the nice thing about Brandon Aubrey is like you genuinely just like need to get the ball with like 30 seconds left in the first half, and it's like boom, you automatically got one. So then it's like at any other point, if we stall out, we're good. And then from there, it's like, can we get another one? Can we stall out again? Brandon Aubrey is so good, so good.
Yeah, I mean he's very good. I will also say too. I mean, like, and you know this, like his range is like you get to midfield and it's like, oh, okay, we can kick a field goal.
Yes,
You know,
it's
so
it's brutal.
brutal. Mine is also going to be from this same game. I'm going to go Rico Dowdle under 73.5 rushing yards.
Ooh,
Uh, yeah. The Cowboys have done a very good job so far this year of bottling up the opposing team's running back. I think he gets in the end zone, and I would not be surprised if he caught 7 passes for 86 yards. 73.5 is a little high for somebody who I would probably say 40% of NFL fans didn't know who he was before last week. Like, it probably knew his name because he played for the Cowboys last year a
yeah.
little bit, but then they were like, "Oh, Rico Dowdle plays for the Panthers." That's how I feel about that. He ran for 200 yards, which is again that Dolphins defense stinks. I'm not taking it away from him at all. I mean, 200 yards is 200 yards. That's fantastic. He's gonna get a chance today. He's gonna be fired up about it for sure. I do think he finds the end zone. I think he'll be heavily involved in the passing game. But 73.5 is a lot for a Cowboys defense that is like really prioritized stopping the run. And I think if you're Matt Eberflus and you're walking in today and you're trying to figure out a defensive game plan, I would say the top of your list, it's make Bryce Young throw the ball as much as humanly possible.
Yeah.
That has to be the game plan.
I think the Panthers are like 1 in 20 when he's like thrown the ball like 27 or more times. It's like I saw something that's like Bryce Young when he throws like less than the league average of attempts per game, they lose every time. And it's
Yeah.
like, what does that say about Bryce Young? That's a really good question. But yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah. And there's also going to be the nerds who tell you, well, if you throw the ball more, it probably means it's because you're down in the game. That is true. But if you've also watched Bryce Young throw a football, you know that you don't want to see that more than You don't want to see that more than 20 times in a football game. So
Yeah.
I think if I'm the Cowboys today, the game plan is get the ball to the guys that you know you trust: Jake Ferguson, Javonte Williams, George Pickens. Do not turn the ball over and make the Panthers throw the football. Whether that game plan works or not, and whether they employ it, I have no idea. But those are our 6 best bets. Bryson's second one is not on here, which is Ladd McConkey to catch a pass on the first drive for the Los Angeles Chargers. The rest are here. Chiefs money line, Sunday Night Football against the Lions. Saints plus 3.5 for me is my number 1 best bet. Seahawks money line is my number 2. Brandon Aubrey 3+ field goals, but Bryson, you got it up to 4.
Oh yeah.
Brandon Aubrey,
you got a place that'll give you 5. Take 5.
And then to wrap things up, I got under 73.5 rushing yards for Rico Dowdle. That's all we got for today. Appreciate everyone who jumped in here. Again, apologies for any issues with the chat and us not being able to read it at a certain point. But appreciate everyone who jumped in here. Again, for Bryson Trent does nothing.
I'm like hitting 85% of my best bets. Like genuinely.
Yeah, but the chat thinks you do nothing, and I think
I think I swept again last week, didn't I? I swept again, like back-to-back sweep.
I think we got to keep track of this better because you walk in here and you're like, yeah, I'm hitting like 97%, and it just like doesn't track.
What lost?
I don't know. I don't remember your bets. It's not you come in here and you're like, what
Mason
did I
Taylor.
lose? What did I lose?
Mason
I don't
Taylor.
keep track of what you
Dub.
say.
AJ Brown, dub. I don't remember what my other one was, but it's probably a win. All I do is win.
And that's how I feel every time you ask me this. It's like neither of us truly remember what you said a week ago. You just assume it's a win, and that's okay. That's
No,
why
I'm on fire. Like I can't lose right now. I pick something to win.
True. That is true. I'm jealous. God, I'm jealous. All right. Appreciate everyone for jumping in here again. For Bryce Stricker, I'm Ryan Ribeiro. Let's win our bets today. Let's finally hit an anytime touchdown parlay. We need it. We'll be back for week 7 next week, Sunday at 11 a.m. See you then. Peace.
Peace.